Carol City is trending again. Not for the 15K rap battle, not for the principal putting her foot down and telling you that you cannot wear hoodies, open sandals, and bonnets at school, that you had to make a U-turn or you had to spend the day in CSI. But for the most anticipated thing, the most talked about aspect of Carol City, the football team. The football team taking on West Boca High School, coming off a two-time state championship run with an even stronger team in 2026, facing Carol City High School. Now, I know that you may have heard a lot about Carol City, especially because of Nick Lanier. He transferred from Miami Northwestern, who was Carol City's rival team. Coming off a state championship his sophomore year, they lost their junior year, and now he transferred to Carol City his senior year. But everybody might be asking, why are the kids transferring to Carol City when they just lost their coach and they got a brand new coach? And some may ask, why did Carol City let go their coach who just took their high school from a 2-winning season to a playoff run, losing only 4 games, and took them to the first round of the playoff? Why would the principal make a decision to let go their coach? Why did they make that harsh decision? Even I was like, what are y'all doing? What are you doing? I made a post about it. I like, what are you doing? Like, y'all cannot build a program overnight, right? The philosophy was you don't build Rome in a day, right? And their philosophy was like, you can build Rome in a day. And I was like, it doesn't work like that. That's just instant gratification. It takes time. And somebody named Freezy said, it don't take 5 years to build a program. And I said, yes, it do. And he said, no, it don't. He said, what it is the coach is uncoachable. He don't want to do the necessary things to build a program. He don't want to accept help. And I'm like, bro, everybody just don't see the way you see things. He's like, Mo, you got to see it like this. And he had a phone call with me, and they broke it down. And I didn't agree fully until I understood what he was trying to do. And I could say, starting off, Freezy, you are proving your point that when a coach wants support and when it wants help, the program and the school does better. When people put their hand out and say, no, we don't want support, it's hard for people to give to the school. And right now, Carol City is building. And down goes Goliath. And you think I'm talking about Carol City? I'm not. Goliath is West Boca. Their team was stacked. Stacked. Y'all thought Carol City had a good team. Y'all thought Carol City had the trenches. Y'all thought Carol City had skill positions. West Boca was stacked, and it was an evenly matched team because that's how dominant Florida is. Florida got so much talent. All the talent can't just go on one team. You can spread it out the coast of Florida and still not have enough talent that Florida displays. Florida is the breeding place of some of the top athletes ever. Ever. No disrespect to Texas, no disrespect to California, but Florida is their own beast. And this weekend in the Kickoff Classic, Carol City is now taking on all the top teams and not backing down, taking on a 2-time state championship team. Something about Carol City going against a well put together program of West Boca. Carol City didn't have a spring. Shout out to Coach Rowe for putting this program and putting this team together to get them ready just in time to play West Boca, who has been together for over 3 years. You got to remember, Carol City lost against West Boca in 4 overtimes and 7-on-7. So West Boca got the pedigree. West Boca got the understanding how to win because they're 2-time state champions. But Coach Rowe and the amazing coaching staff put this team together for them to go up to the fight, and it was a dogfight. Some highlight moments of West Boca, they defense shine. That number 5, I don't know who that number 5 is, but I ain't gonna say he was locking up Nick Lanier, but he gave him a lot of problems. He gave him a lot of problems because not only was he playing man press on Nick, they had a safety over top so he can play a little bit more aggressive. And they did not let Nick Lanier live. Like, it was always double coverage on Nick Lanier's side. And Carol City had to figure that out, that they could not force him the ball. Because you know when it's crunch time, you want to go to your impact players. But Carol City got so many other impact players that all they had to do is look to the other side of the field and boom, boom, there goes the bomb. And I'm not going to say that was a complete bomb. The corner fell. But when they start opening up and spreading the ball around, that made it easier for Nick to catch these 5-yard hitches or to get open, right? You got to make other teams respect your other impact players. And I think Carol City was so locked in and trying to make Nick be the primary that they got away from the run game, right? They got away from those quick, short passes to the other side. And when Carol City started to put that together, the ball started moving. Now, shout out to West Boca defense because they was giving Carol City O-line hell. Carol City O-line has a lot of work to do. In my time when I was at Carol City, we'll be pulling the sled on Monday. But I don't think it's a sled issue. I think they have to understand how different blocking assignments, right? I think West Boca was throwing a scheme that was confusing the O-line and it was getting pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to figure that out, right? So if I can grade West Boca, I'll give their defense a B and their offense a C because Carol City defense locked up. It was a low-scoring game. You got to think about it. Carol City got on the board with 3 points, right? Then West Boca scored. Then Carol City scored. Now it's 7-10. Then West Boca scored and made it 14-10. And then Carol City scored and made it 17-14. And then West Boca kicked the field goal and made it 17-17, sending it into overtime. They had a chance to win it when it was 17-17, but they missed the field goal. And then we went into overtime. And West Boca made the worst mistake they could ever make. One, they moved number 5 to the other side. They left number 12 on the island with no safety over top. And down goes Frazier. They left Nick Lanier, 5-star receiver. He has shown you that he cannot be covered one-on-one, and he made you pay for it. He made you pay for it in real Nick Lanier fashion. And he asked for the ball. He told the coach, give me the ball. I'm going to end this game right now.
Hey, go. First play right now. I got you. I'm calling it, coach. Right now.
And he did. And he did. Then West Boca came back and they scored immediately. I think they scored in one play. West Boca scored in one play. And West Boca was like, man, we ain't come this far just to come this far. And they decided to go for 2 and got stopped. And that's how Carol City won the game. And Carol City went to celebrating as you should. I've never seen an overtime game when somebody wins, they don't run on the field and celebrate because the emotion, the passion, the energy that you put in the game. And as you should celebrate, man, that's a triumph moment. For the first time in a long time, Carol City is now back on top again. The kids see all the hard work that they put in, right? And a hard-fought game, all the trash talking. And they let their emotions out. Now, I don't agree going into the other side antagonizing the team, but I don't think Carol City was doing that. I think Carol City was saying like, we back, we here, we told y'all. Meaning confirming all the things that they said that wasn't true. But then you shake hands. But West Boca didn't want to shake hands. The coach was telling West Boca team to get into the locker room.
Corian, no one is out here.
To get off the field. And I felt like that was disrespectful. I know we're enemies between the lines, but after the game, we should be able to take our losses and shake hands. And there was number 3 out there. I called his name a couple of times because he said, despite what the coach said, and you can see the coach saying, get back in the locker room to one of the players. But despite that, the number 3 went and showed everybody from Carol City love. And they showed him love. Even the principal showed him love. And that's what I'm talking about with sportsmanship. So, do I think Carol City's back? Absolutely. Now, can they run the table and win the national championship? If they put certain things together. If they figure out how to incorporate Nick in the offense a lot better than just leaving him out on the island and allowing him to get double teamed. If they can figure out the O-lineman situation. If they can figure out some depth for the D lineman. If the quarterback can be able to see all sides of the field. If the coaches are able to adjust and call an all-around game plan. If the defense will be able to adjust to what's going on. Carol City got a real good chance. And if Carol City can stay healthy. Because them boys had injuries. So yeah, it's not how good your team is. It's how healthy you can keep your team to get to the finish line. This is going to be an exciting year. If y'all want to keep up with all trending events, all trending topics, man, follow me, like my page. I'm going to cover it. If you have something that you saw online and it's worth talking about, trust me, I'm talking about it. And I'm also going to cover local things. I just covered Gus Martin and Devin Jones from Mighty Northwestern about one of the premier hurdlers that ever came through South Florida. So y'all follow me. And if you got something that you want me to talk about, send me an inbox and we'll chat about it. Until next time, blame Moses for this one. You gotta make a U-turn because Carol City is back on top again. Holla at your boy.
For real.